What's up everyone, my name is Gary and I'm bringing you a quick video on how to do a Nexus run. Now, there have been many questions about how to do a Nexus run. So the main thing I'm going to go through right now, quickly before the Nexus run actually starts. In order to join a party, do not go to a Nexus run by yourself because you will be getting almost nothing. Now, on my server specifically, people use teleports using priests and mystics. Now, in other servers, so I've heard, it's different to do a Nexus run. Some other servers might have people manually run to each node, but in order to join a Nexus run, by default, you would use Alt-Y, which would open the LFG menu, which I use a different key, so I don't know about you guys, but this would be the looking for group menu. You can just go to shortcuts, go to UI, and then scroll down until you see LFG. UI menu, LFG. Right here, and mine is on a different key, but that's the button you would use. Now on LFG you will see a lot of groups say like this: Nexus, Nexus, Nexus. Nexus groups start forming approximately an hour before, so you have plenty of time to try to join one. The Nexus nodes, which I'll explain later, show up in 3 different locations: Helkin District, in Valkyrie 2 locations, Argonia and Grand Arcus. So what you need to do is, once you find the group you may want to try to join, you just click on them. And I'm in a group right now, so I can't, but join party would be lit up and you would be able to join the party if there's an open spot. In Celestial Hills, which is the server I'm currently in, people use mystics and priests, I'm sorry to say, I feel bad for priests and mystics, to teleport around. And what this means is, each priest or mystic will eventually be given a destination, and they're to go there a little bit earlier and get ready to teleport everyone when it's ready. And you'll see what I mean once the Nexus starts. I'm just doing this a little bit early so I could get the information out there for you guys. Now, there is going to be a website which gives you the timer of when each Nexus is going to start, approximately what time. I'm not going to give you a specific time for every single Nexus because one, that would be like a long list, because there's at least minimum 2 Nexus runs almost every single day besides Thursday right now. But I'll link the website below in the description so you guys can use it to find when the next Nexus starts for you. As you can see, if you have a bad computer, there's a good amount of people here already. If you have a bad computer, you might not be able to handle this and you might disconnect. In that case, I would try to bear with it because there's many prizes to the Nexus, which I'll show you what you can gain at the end as a reward. Currently, the time for me is 45, and that means it's going to start in approximately 5 minutes to attain a quest, and 10 minutes for the actual quest to start. And you'll see what I mean when that happens. But basically, these nodes will show up all over the map, and there's going to be approximately 4 in the Helkin District, and in Valkyrie in the Argonia section there should be around 6, and Grand Arcus there should be 3. Now, you may be wondering, why should I do Nexus runs? First of all, there's dailies. If you haven't seen my daily quest, go check it out. It'll come in handy, but it'll give you some dailies to do, and you can get that right here. You should get the quest right around here for the dailies. And this is also the area where you would trade in your points from Nexus to get special items like a brooch or a belt or Vision Maker 3 equipment, which I'm going to be making a guide very soon on Vision Maker equipment. I'm currently working on to getting the Vision Maker 3, which is the current best armor as of this patch. And once I get everything, I'm planning to make a video on that and teach you guys how to do it. I know how to do it already, but I feel it would be a better explanation once I have the full gear and I could give you the full detail on how to get it step by step. Also, another thing, guys, I'm currently recruiting for my new guild, /Surrender. Yes, for you League fans that watch my League videos too. We're currently recruiting any levels. It doesn't matter if you're level 1, if you're level 5, as long as you're chill, come join us. If you're a new player, it doesn't matter because we'll still invite you. We'll teach you how, all the basics. We'll help you get up there. Just make sure you're in Celestial Hills. And once you're up here, you can help me do some instance for videos because I don't have enough people to do certain content. And that pretty much shuts me down from making a good amount of videos for the other viewers out there. Current time is 2 minutes until Nexus starts. Now, when the knots spawn, which you'll see on the little mini map on the bottom right, these giant circles will spawn, and it starts out blue. Blue means it's empty, and it'll start turning a little bit bright orange towards red. That means it's starting to fill up. And then once it's bright red, that means it's almost maxed. And if it has a lock on it, that means it's filled. A maximum of 120 people per nod. During peak times, there will be maximum, and some people might have to go into a different nod and use that one. But eventually you'll make it to at least minimum, I would say 1, that's the worst possible case scenario. But I've gotten lucky and I've gotten like 8 and 9 before. Other servers it might be different because people might be running around. Celestial Hills likes to do it weird, and we like to teleport to each individual node. Now, right when the Nexus starts, a message will come up and I'll say Nexus starting, and it's going to start in 1 minute. A quest will spawn in this area. We want to get this quest because 1, this quest will give you some gold for each wave of monsters. It'll give you reputation points, just like if you didn't watch my daily quest guide. And it'll give you credits, also in my daily quest guide. And it'll give you for each wave. In each node, there's 3 separate waves. There's wave number 1, which is full of just regular mobs, that you could just literally hit 1 and you'll get the points for it. Once all the monsters die, 3 BAMs will spawn. These 3 BAMs will be annihilated really quickly. You'll get points for it. Make sure you try to at least hit once, because sometimes there have been moments where I have gotten nothing because I just stood there. And then after the 3 BAMs die, Nexus started, so we're running and see how everyone's gathering here. There's a quest right here. So you see how it says 1? This is wave 1. It's not going to spawn until 11 minutes because there's also another 1 minute wait time because NMaster likes to make it difficult. But that's besides the point. Okay, so after the 3 BAMs from wave 2, 1 final BAM will spawn, and once this one dies, that's the last one for this nod. And what I mean by nod is, see this red circle? That means we're almost filled up, and we almost have 120 people here. In my server, Celestial Hills, we have the extra priest or mystic standing at the extra nods. Once we finish the 3rd BAM, and we get the points, the next priest or mystic will teleport us to one of these, whichever our leader of my raid decides which one we're going to teleport to. And then once we finish that, we'll get teleported to the next one. Now, there's a couple of raids doing it in this area right here starting, which is the general starting port for Halkin District. Over here is already maximum population of 120 in Argonia. That means there's a whole team starting right around here. And there's a bunch of people getting ready to already teleport at the other nodes with a population of 1 or 2 for the other parties. And this one has 14 people because this one locked out so early. So people ran over to this to get ready to finish the next Nexus before it closes. And then over here in Grenarchus, which I would say is the least popular because there's only 3 nods, but it has 74 people right now currently. Most popular would be Argonia. I avoid Argonia because there's always a lot of people there, and chances are one person's teleporting here from my server, another person's teleporting down here, another person's over here. So it's actually finishing the nods way quicker. On the other hand, over here in Halkin District, I'm probably getting maybe 3, and Grenarchus is probably getting maybe 2 or 3. So I'm going to just probably fast forward this part. If I can think of any other information I can give to you guys, I will bring that information up, but currently I don't think there is anything else I need to explain. If you guys are a little bit confused about what I'm explaining, because I know I'm talking really fast, because there's just so much information to bring to you about Nexus, that you can just comment below and I will answer as promptly as I can. I check YouTube, I would say maybe every 2 or 3 hours, and I'll get to your question, I promise that. Also guys, don't forget, like, subscribe. If you don't like the videos, let me know how to improve. Subscribing helps me a lot because you guys help bring up my channel even more, and this just gives me more motivation to bring even more content out. Also, another thing, you notice how after I received the quest disappeared? If 120 people receive the quest, if there's extra people standing by, they will not be able to get the quest unless someone disconnects from this Nexus area. If you disconnect, you will lose your quest. Keep that in mind. Try not to walk out of the Nexus area either because you will lose your quest, and that means you'll be losing credits, money, and reputation. And chances are you won't be getting the quest again unless you got there early. Now on my team, I have 2 priests specifically. That means most likely we're only going to be getting a maximum of maybe 3 nods if we're lucky. Most likely we're going to get 2. If we have really bad luck, we're only going to get 1. The chances are we're going to get 3 if we're lucky.